Hey guys, Watson here. I want to talk to you guys about my greatest embarrassment, yet my greatest achievement, okay? And before anyone pops in with like, oh, this video right here? No, actually, surprisingly no. Like, that's not it. Like, it should be, but it's not. Not in the bloody slightest, okay? So we're gonna go back a little bit of a time capsule, boys, back to 2011. Okay, YouTube is big. It's got Ray William Johnson, Smosh as the number ones. That's so weird to say, but we're going back to that time. Okay, back when YouTube was more for people like content creators and less for big wig companies and all that garbage that Susan's dragged us into. Anyways, not about that today. But today we're gonna go over and look at Rocco and Jake. My first ever, like, this is when McGraw and I first started, like, making content together. Now, this is interesting, okay? Like, this is a time capsule for me. So, like, the first one you see down here, I don't know how well you can actually see that, but 8 years ago, okay? So, we're gonna check this out. It's been a long time. Every single one of these, with the exception of the Lost episode, I think this one, yeah, these two, are improv. Every single thing's improv. We were really big into that back in the day. So guys, we're gonna check this first episode out just so you guys get kind of a feel for it. I do have to cut some of this out because it will get me like in trouble with modern day YouTube, which kind of sucks. But I think out of all these, the best one, and filmography wise, is Rocco Roll. It was not planned out. We had like we were on like 26 hours of no sleep before we started filming it or editing it, and so a lot of the shots are really out of focus. But it kind of adds to it, in my opinion. Like, it's a great video. But we're checking out Kidnap a Kid, which is the first one we ever did. And it's beautiful. It's... Hit this real quick. Can we full screen it? Okay, cool. Let's...
I wonder which legs ain't faster, a chicken or a duck?
Absolute brilliant commentary. And that is McGraw and...
Hello. It is I, Rocco, and I have yet again captured another small boy.
McGraw's voice...
hostage.
His voice sounds so
Anywho,
weird.
I will now begin collecting the ransom from the past.
So this is young McGraw, boys and girls. Like, he's beardless, he's got curly hair, his voice isn't, like, all raspy and deep. Wow, I'm actually surprised how deep McGraw's voice has gotten in the last, like, 8 years. That's super surprising. So, yeah, this video is almost 9 years old at this point, and it's super fire, boys. This is my favorite one out of the Rocco and Jake series, just because it is improv. It's 2.5 minutes long. It's our first ever, like, duo, like, thing, like, duo video. This was actually on his birthday, I believe. Yeah, it was actually on McGraw's birthday. And like the night before, we had made up these characters, Rocco and Jake. Rocco is a criminal mastermind, or he wants to be a criminal mastermind, but he's not really able to stick with his plans. And there's Jake, who is the dumb goon, the henchman, if you would. And we hear Jake in this one, but we don't really see Jake. And Jake's, of course, played by myself. So it's beautiful.
Bring me a phone. Where's the phone?
I've got one.
Good job, Jake.
They're there.
Young boy, what is your number?
Oh.
What's your number?
6624773.
Those are too big. Here, that's 6624773.
Oh my goodness.
Hello. Hello. I have your son here.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Yes. I demand ransom.
It's also the whole, like, the laugh track or whatever. They're just having a good time downstairs, okay? This, of course, everything you hear and you see is 100% improv. The laughter just happened to be at the perfect moment, okay, guys? Like, everything with this video, like, the way it came together is gorgeous. I absolutely adore it. Let's continue this nonsense.
I believe you do negotiate with terrorists. No. Hang on. Alright. Who else would care about you enough to pay money?
My dog.
Don't do anything suspicious. Alright, now. The next...
So this part, McGraw didn't know he pulled the slushy out from behind his back until after we went into editing. He's like, wait a second, he actually did something? He can't just sit there? And I'm like, no, he's actually doing something.
Plan.
So it's...
If there's one thing I know how to do, is how to kidnap small children. especially small boys like this one. All right. Now, what's the number of your school?
They never tell me.
These kids will help, I swear to God. I freaking... Give me a scarf. Get out of here. I'm getting too old for this crap.
Bye, Mom and Dad.
Okay, before we blow yours. So this is the open. It's the pilot episode for Rocco and Jake Cast. You know, he's like, he has an idea. We can't really like make it happen the way he wants it to happen. That's like kind of like the running gag with Rocco and Jake. It does get like we have some longer episodes. Let me see if I can show you guys. No, I'm not gonna show it, but I want to show you it's like how the longest one's like what? Here's 11 and a half. 11 minutes. This is probably the longest one, the slowest one, because we introduced a whole bunch of new characters in that one. But there's a whole like, it's a whole nonsense. Like we had like, we have like 12 characters I think played between myself and McGraw. We introduced other like new characters like what, Melta House I think it is. Yeah, there's Heather, who's she's not a reoccurring character. She happens in this one episode. That's it. We have the Save Small Boy saga, which is actually like I'm surprised it's still here. Like as soon as the family friendly bots find this channel, those three are gone. Okay, 100%. And then we've got like Walter over here. He's a mad scientist who's like, it's just weird. Okay, he's a mad scientist, and somehow Rocco and Jake are like have allied with him, which I don't think we actually explain properly, but you know they're allied with them. We got Jay Frosty, who makes an appearance in this one video. Let's see, who's the most reoccurring? I think honestly Lamont, who's this guy in trench coat played by McGraw, and he's probably the most reoccurring character, or him or TZ. No, I think TZ appears more. Yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot of cool characters. It's like really old school YouTube. All of it's improv. It's all ridiculous. It's all great. It says I haven't watched any of this, but trust me, I've watched every single episode many times. And honestly, for a channel that's like actually dead, because this channel's dead, 100%. It's got a lot of views. Like it's got some good views on it. Like not like superb or anything, but it's better than what we ever expected it to do. So if you ever have time, just check this crap out. Like you've seen the pilot episode now. If you want to check it out, links will be down below. It's a lot of fun. It's very amateurish, very, very amateurish, because this was, again, 8 years ago. With the exception of Old Time Rocco Roll, which honestly would have just been... There's some really great shots in this one. I can't show you, though, like any of it, because it is, like, it does have copyright music on it, unfortunately. But, like... Yeah, it's got copyright music on it. It's like old time rock and roll, and it's the remastered edition of it. Oh yeah, okay, because we pulled the okay, cool. It's just fun. It's just fun. Like it's showing like all of our how we went from what we were to what I want to say kind of what we are now, but this is 2 years old and we can do so much better now. Like I know we can. We've been in cahoots or in talks about season 2 for like the last 6 years. We've scripted, like McGraw has scripted like 4 movies, like full on like 120-page scripts for this. It was out of budget to do it, so we couldn't really do it, but we want to do it eventually. We've also had season 2 where like we had another season 2 where like we planned it completely out. We're like, this is gonna be great, and then it was also like there were a couple shots that we couldn't do. And then one of our main characters actually went to jail, and I don't know if he's even out yet. It's been a fat minute, guys. And then we've re-scripted season 2 yet again, and this time it's doable. It's doable. The only problem is it requires a baby, which is weird to say, but it requires a baby. And it'd be a lot of fun to get going with it, but we probably, I don't know if we'll be able to due to like our work, the way our work balance and like everything. So that's really the biggest problem with Rocco Jackson 2 is like we just don't have the time to make it, but we do want to make it. So yeah, if you want to see season 1, make sure to check this out. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a great series. It is absolutely like the biggest embarrassment I have though, because a lot of the jokes are from the 2011 time period. Okay, guys, keep that in mind. Like, keep that in mind. Like, it's incredibly cringy. There's some edgy humor in it. There's some really just dumb humor. Like, absolutely, like, just straight up offensive. But at the time, it was commonplace on the internet. So that's just, it's how it is. Like, big inspiration from Filthy Frank TV, especially because he was like growing at this time. He was kind of popular. When this came out, he was kind of popular. So there's all, keep that in mind as you peruse through this nonsense, and let us know, like, let me know down in the comments, or even, like, I say on the comments of this, but I actually can't access this channel anymore. Like, I have, I don't think, like, we lost access to this channel somehow. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, so check this crap out. And I'm glad we got through all like 13 episodes of it and got season 1 finished. And it's a great time. It's nice to look back at what we used to do and like how our YouTube, or our humble YouTube beginnings, guys. And now we're just like fancy lights and bloody 12 cameras and all this other nonsense we're doing now. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoy. And now that's it. Adios.